People ask me, Swamiji, I'm so miserable. How will I be happy? Problem is, we start comparing. Comparison is the thief of joy. We keep on racing each other. And what is the need? The champions also race, but they race themselves. Am I doing the best that I can? That way, they feel fulfilled. They pursue excellence. They don't lose their happiness. Comparison is the thief of joy. You have everything, but the other guy has more. Now the unhappiness begins. This is somehow, it is hardwired into our physiology. The monkeys also, they compare and become unhappy. Researchers did an experiment. One monkey would be given a marble, and if he handed it back to the researcher would give him a cucumber, and the monkey would be so happy. Until the monkey realized that the neighboring monkey for the same work is getting grapes. Then it became so miserable, it would take the cucumber and throw it at the researcher. So no matter where you are, there'll be people above you, there'll be people below you. Now we start racing each other. I'll tell you my own story when I was a school student. For most of my life, I was going in school bus, but in between, in late middle school, I got this interest. I will cycle all the way. Although it used to take 40 minutes, I will cycle. And in cycling, whenever I would see anybody in front, I would take it as a competition for a race. You know, the other person not know that I am racing him, but I would think that we are in a race. Now there would always be somebody in front. And being a youngster, that competitive mentality. One day I found someone who was half a kilometer ahead. And I said, my God, I have to race him. The problem was there was a strong headwind, and also it was a little uphill in between from time to time. But I started pedaling as hard as I could. You would think that I am participating in the Indian triathlon. Now the other guy did not know that he was participating in the triathlon. But he also seemed to be in a hurry, which was making it more difficult, and I was trying my best. Finally, I caught up with him. And if you had seen the glee on my face, you would think that I had won the triathlon. Although he did not know he had lost the triathlon. And then I forged ahead. That was when I realized that about 400 yards earlier, I was supposed to turn right. I was comparing with others and making myself miserable. We keep on racing each other, right? And what is the need? The champions also race, but they race themselves. Am I doing the best that I can? That way, they feel fulfilled. They pursue excellence. They don't lose their happiness. So, happiness, we are not finding. Now, if I don't give you one tool today, then you will not be very happy people. So, I have to give you one tool, and then we will explore many tools the days ahead. And the one tool today is simply count your blessings. That's all. Instead of working in this paradigm of deficiency, I don't have enough, why not work on the paradigm of gratitude? How much have I received? Think about it. People ask me, Swamiji, I am so miserable. How will I be happy? Say, supposing I give you 100 reasons to be happy. 100 reasons? Oh, there's nothing in my life you don't know. I say, just remember the blessings. This earth you are walking upon. The eyes you have to see. These are all blessings. I have this habit of morning walk since many years, ever since I became a sannyasi. So one day I was giving a lecture in a little village in Odisha. And in the morning I went out for a walk. And as I was going, it was a small town, and just outside was the river and a bridge going over the highway. And I saw a beggar man on the railing of the bridge, and he was looking down at the river. I said, my God, this is going to be a suicide in front of my eyes. And he was about 40 yards away. I didn't know what to do. It would take time to reach him. So I screamed, stop! Now he stopped and he hesitated. So when somebody hesitates, then they change their mind. In the meantime, I got the opportunity. I went, grabbed him and pulled him down. Then I said, what were you doing? He said, Babuji, I was going to finish my life because God has given me nothing. So I said, but God has given you so much. No, God has given me nothing. So I said, okay, supposing I arrange 10 lakh rupees for you. Those days, 10 lakh was a big amount. If I arrange 10 lakh rupees for you, will you be happy and say, yes, now I'm willing to live? He said, of course, 10 lakhs I will. I said, then in exchange, you will have to give me one thing. What? Give me your 2 eyes. Eyes? No, how can I give my eyes? Say, you are not willing to give your eyes for 10 lakhs. That means that your eyes are more valuable than 10 lakhs. Otherwise, you would have said fair exchange. So you are saying God has given you nothing. He has given you 2 eyes, more valuable than 10 lakhs. All right, will you give me your 2 arms for 5 lakhs? He did not agree. I kept on putting a value to all his bodily parts. I said, look, you got 50 lakhs right here. So, we just need to turn our attention and we will realize that we all have so many blessings in our lives. We just need to pay attention to it. I will end with one story. One man used to always complain to God, oh God, you gave me nothing. See, my classmates are like this and I am like that. So he developed an itch in his eyes. He went and showed it to an ophthalmologist. The ophthalmologist looked and said, my, you have got a cancerous growth. I need to take the eyes out. What? Yeah, otherwise it will spread in the body. So then you will die. Now the choice was either to live blind or not to live at all. Naturally, everybody wants to live. He agreed. He went for the surgery on the given date. And he lay on the bed. He was given the anesthesia. He was sure that when he opens his eyes, the world will not be visible for him any longer. But when the doctor did the incision, checked up, it was a rare fungus that was growing. The doctor cleaned it up, stitched his eyes. And after a few days, when the bandage was removed, he could see. He said, oh God, you are so kind. You have permitted me to continue to see. He could see earlier also, but he was not realizing grace in it. So, if you have two eyes, these are fitted with 125 million neurons each, with the help of which you can relish the glory of the eagle in flight and the splendor of the rising and the setting sun and the 7 colors of the rainbow. And you can distinguish between HD TV and SD TV. Count it as a blessing of God. Is anybody out here deaf? Of course not. If you were deaf, then why would you sit here? So God has fitted both your ears with 24,000 fibers each, with the help of which you can hear sound. From 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. You can relish the mirth of children in laughter, the breaking of the waves by the side of the ocean, the rustling of the leaves and the chirping of the birds. Count it as another blessing. This body of ours is so astonishingly constructed. It has got 5 million pain sensors. So if an insect starts walking, you come to know immediately it's got 500,000 touch sensors as well. Such an astonishing construction. This heart of yours, it pumps 100,000 times a day. This brain of yours has got 100 billion neurons that can form trillions of circuits. So the idea of life is not to count what we don't have and become morose, but to count the opportunities that life has provided, to rejoice in the blessings. God has provided life so that we utilize it and move ahead in this journey of endless lifetimes. So the big step is to get at the bottom of the science of happiness. And the takeaway today is to always feel gratitude.
Daily Sadhana is a unique coaching platform envisioned by Swami Mukundananda for people of all backgrounds to make systematic spiritual progress at your own pace and in the comfort of your own home. In Daily Sadhana, Swami Mukundananda will be your personal spiritual coach and will help you learn and practice spirituality every day in a structured and engaging manner.
If we could transform ourselves just 1% every day, after a few months, we would have changed ourselves 100%.
Daily Sadhana offers beautifully designed online courses where the timeless Vedic philosophy is systematically organized into daily lessons. Each daily lesson contains an exclusive video lecture, review slides to revise the key takeaways, special meditation sessions, and quizzes and exercises. Visit mydailysadhana.org to learn more and start your spiritual practice today.